What is up, fellas?
Oh man, I'm in my Jordan flu game here, boys. I got COVID over the Thanksgiving break. You can blame Naya's coworker for being a biological T word. Um, yeah, dude, I'm doing all right besides the COVID. If I sound like I'm mouth breathing the entire time, just let me know. Give me
I'll
a
let
give
you
me a
know.
hand cue.
Dude, we should have just like done the old pepper up the nose trick. That would have got you good.
Smelling salts.
Yeah, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, good turkey day otherwise, fellas.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It was a great day with family, but you know, that was a tough one to swallow.
Dude, that's almost like a repeat. What was that game? I think it was like 2 years ago, where it's like they put up 40 on y'all as
Oh,
well.
dude.
I think they put up 56 on us,
Yeah, yeah.
Dang,
but
the
who
50
remembers?
burger. Sheesh, that's.
We don't like to remember the past.
You're telling
Uh,
me my game was rough. I guess if we're talking about that, that was we'll get more into it, but yeah. But hey, at least you won your bets. I heard
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I did have a really good day. Yeah, good day.
Good stuff.
Holden, would you
Good day
trade
against the books.
all? Would you trade all your gambling winnings to this point for the Commanders to make the playoffs?
I don't think so. I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth it.
Playoffs. Nah, hit
All
the
right, what if
Super
they
Bowl.
make the Super Bowl, but there's no guarantee that they win?
Yes, I would do
Okay.
that.
Okay, interesting. All right, I just wanted to see, just want to see where that all went. But that being said, fellas, we're kind of already in that area. A little recap, game of the week. Aaron, you're stuffed up. You start.
Yes, sir. Guess who got more than 400 yards this past this past weekend and still only scored 16 points? That's right, baby, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh man, the new offensive coordinator, Faulkner, who had Mike Sullivan calling plays. So it was kind of a tandem effort. But dude, love seeing Pat Fryermuth get back into the mix, getting
Done.
100,
I think
couple
that's what
hundred
I
yards.
think that's what Kenny Pickett needed.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
security
that,
blanket.
just that guy. Yeah, that could just. I
Mhm.
mean, he was kind of had that on like Jalen Warren a little bit, but like having like a stud down the field that you could throw the ball to. I mean, that just. I feel
Well,
like
I mean, hear me out. We actually used the middle of the field this time, and against I wouldn't call Cincinnati's defense awful, but they definitely weren't the Browns.
They're tad overrated. I mean, they're not a bad team. Their defensive coordinator probably go look at a head coach job in a year or two.
maybe, maybe.
But
But yeah, that's what stuck out to me, baby, and
Mm.
it only goes up from here. So
I almost wanted to text you at half because I think they were at or Kenny Pickett was just shy of like 200 yards. He was like at $150 about halftime. I was like, I didn't want to jinx it. I wanted to be like, Aaron, this could be the game.
that would have been hilarious if you jinxed it and he finished with like 178 or something.
I know. I didn't want to do that. I'm way too superstitious. I was
no,
like, I'm not
Holden
gonna do
Holden
this.
texted me as soon as we fired Matt Canada, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Kenny Pickett going for 168 this time." It's like you fucking asshole. But no, he had
What?
278 through the air,
Mm,
and Najee had 99 yards, basically 100 yards. So
whatever. He got in the end zone.
Yeah.
That's 2 weeks in a row, I think, or something.
yeah. So
Saying that good home wins, or not a home win, but like a division win's a division win.
yes, sir.
Offense looked competent. So at least you're like, just even get your defense some rest. Just have some longer drives. Like
True.
that's crucial for sure. But I don't know. What's up with your boy Johnson though? I've been hearing he hasn't been showing a lot of effort on the field. Something
So
about, he didn't go for a fumble or something.
Yeah, Jalen Warren had like a late fumble, and like he told media that he just didn't see it, and so when he saw people running past him, he was like, "Oh, the ball's dead. Why would I run after these guys?" And
Sure.
to some degree, okay, I can believe that, but he's had a little bit of an attitude towards either not getting the ball or he just doesn't want to run a route or something like that. Like he didn't block on that play to
Hate
be
that.
fair. So I think Tomlin, like, in my opinion, should discipline him for like either the first series or like the first quarter or something like that. Be like, hey man, if you don't want to play, we got guys that want to. We got guys. All right.
But how does that work though? Because he's gonna get paid either way. I'm sure he has some contract incentives, but it's not gonna be
I
like,
mean,
well, guess what? You ain't starting this game, son.
that's true. You can't really like punish a pro player unless
Unless you start fining him. Like he's like, hey, that's a fine.
Yeah.
But then
But, I
that's
mean-
kind of can make the situation worse.
That being said, like there are plenty of teams that would trade for a Deontay Johnson. So if he doesn't want to be on a Steelers, roster anymore, sure,
Dude,
we can
sitting
we
with
can deal him.
Chicago, worked with Chase Claypool.
Hey, I think he's actually worth a second round pick. I mean, he's got the production in the past years for it, so he's a good wide receiver.
Could be into that. Could be into that. Do you have anything to say about the locker room argument that happened? Not this past weekend, but the weekend prior. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, dude. I mean, again, I think it's probably Kenny Pickett's play that,
Mm-hmm.
maybe he was like, all right, our quarterback sucks. I need to get the ball more. Or, Tomlin wasn't trying to use him in certain packages. I think when it comes down to it, like that shit shouldn't leak. So
Mm-hmm.
any like media personality that's like putting that shit out there, especially like because that story came out like hours before Sunday's game,
Yeah.
not like last Monday
Interesting
or like,
timing.
yeah, it was just like, all right,
Little
Schefter, what's
sus.
your angle here?
What's
What's
your
your
deal?
angle here?
What's
What's
your
the
deal?
angle? What's the
Because
angle?
What's the
you
angle?
you've been in football locker rooms, albeit high school, or you've been in rugby
Sure,
games where you guys like have a spit, between what's the right play or whatever. It's just,
dude.
it's one of those things. You're in the moment, you're caught up, you know, we'll get
Sometimes
through it.
passions just go the wrong way. At times.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Grumman into that. Holden, what stuck out to you, man?
Um, I don't know, dude. I guess if we want to talk about my game, it's just I'm at this weird spot in my life where I just, are you rooting for draft picks? Are you rooting for wins? Like, where is it? As a fan, what do you do at this stage? 4-8, mathematically you're not eliminated, but realistically they're probably not a chance. What do you
Mm-hmm.
do here? So it's tough, but I've been here before. It's a pretty normal spot. Normally this happens a little bit later in the season. Talk like maybe end of December. But so it happened a little early this time. But I guess what stuck out, we can keep it in the division, the Eagles finding ways to win games where this quote unquote gauntlet with us.
Easy there. Feelings are still
you know,
tender.
I know. I'm with you. Like I look back and I think the whole season fell apart when we lost the Eagles week 4. I think that's where like the downfall started for us. So it's like getting that game could have been such a change of the season, but they're just finding ways to win games when they're in tough situations. And that scares me ultimately because it's like when you're a team that finds ways to win and you go back and look at their string of games and it's like 5-point win, 4-point win, whatever, OT
Close
win.
wins.
It's just they're close, but they're finding the way to do it, and it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because when a team starts, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we'll see what happens this week, but if they're able to knock off the Niners, like this team might be going straight for the bowl, dude.
No, I'm with
No
you.
one's stopping them.
It's a very clear path because everyone else in the NFC is just kind of like 2 steps behind them. And I hate to say it because it's just like I think offensively they haven't outgained any of their opponents this season, which is interesting. So it's like they let up some yards, but it's just like turnovers and special teams put them in a good enough position where they don't need a ton of offense to win games. So
all right, so let's talk about this. Since I haven't
personally
for me, I hadn't even heard the outgained stat until this season. Do we really think that's important?
Yes and no. I mean, I think it ties into other stats like time of possession, turnovers, like whatever. Like time you spend on defense. If your team spends a lot of time on defense, it's probably because
yeah,
it's probably because your offense isn't having a good day, and like you can almost attribute the same. Like it's an interesting caveat. Like I don't want to say the Bills where our record is. Like you would look at those 2 records and you would think like, oh, this team should not give the only 1-loss Philadelphia Eagles a run for their money, and arguably we should have won that game.
Fair. I mean,
in their own house, not even in Buffalo. Like, so.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I feel like it's almost arbitrary because you can say, the same thing about the Steelers. The main thing was like, oh, they haven't outgained any of their opponents, yet they're still winning. You can attribute that to Philly, albeit, still more yards altogether.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if they're being outgained and still winning, does that make them a bad team?
No, but I think it just adds an area for question.
Because everyone's like, oh, the Steelers are the worst 7-4 team in the league, and then you
Well,
got the Eagles being outgained every game, and they're 10-1.
Well, it's because the Eagles have Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Smith.
All I'm saying is Kenny Pickett's just as good as Jalen Hurts, so like let's put some respect on his name. Dude.
Okay, sure, Aaron. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna huff more of my copium.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Dude.
so yeah,
Uh,
my
Holden
thoughts.
kind of touched on it with me. I mean, that loss was tough, and then coaches and players said it was a gut punch for the Bills. But I will say, I think that's the best we've played all year. It sucks that penalties, stalled drives, led to longer field goals. It really sucks in overtime that Gabe ran the wrong route. Him and Josh weren't on the same page because
Yeah,
that just would have been a quick stab to the heart and just we get out with a nice
done.
win.
Yeah,
Now it's really desperation mode. So I mean, but I think it just sucks. 'Cause I think it emphasized just how big those losses against teams we should have beat the Broncos, the Bengals, the Jets, like how much those are truly stinging now. Whereas like if we had won those games, this one wouldn't have meant as much. It'd be like, okay, we went toe to toe with a Super Bowl contender. We could get them again and maybe it goes our way. So, but outside of that game, I'm gonna say what stuck out to me. Holy cow. Jaguars. They played a really tough game against a division opponent that they lost to at home early in the season. They got a dub back. That looks good for the AFC South. The AFC South is super scrappy because the Colts are vying for a playoff spot as well. So I kind of need that division to drop some games quickly.
So we're going
yeah.
partially bias mode here on some picks here. That's what's happening pretty soon.
Dude,
I'd love to
maybe. I
see
mean, my
it.
freaking record stunk. I think Holden pulled ahead of me here.
He
So
did.
I'm
So
not a fan of that.
he is officially. Let me see if I can pull it up here. He's officially 0.5 ahead of you.
Dude,
He's
whatever.
63.89. You're 63.33, and I went up like 3% to 58.33. So
That's so good. Yeah.
another 12-4 week for me, bro. Your ass is grass,
Dude,
bro.
don't let me get hot. Don't let me
Don't
get
let
on
me
a
go.
streak. Dude, if I was there, it wouldn't have gone down like that.
I'm saying, dude.
Well,
Anyways,
shoot, fellas, y'all want to knock us on picks?
let's do it.
All right,
And this
fellas.
is
Partially
Bias.
biased. This show with biased takes from biased fans. Partially.
nice, dude.
Dude, great intro. Yeah. Holds up a TV
Saving
on.
us.
Dude, that was nice. That was nice. No, he knew the whole time. He was like, this is what I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
was
it.
waiting. I was waiting.
I could tell. I could see the look in his eye. Starting us off here, Seattle at Dallas. Dallas a huge dub. Seattle a significant loss at home. Dallas favored kind of by a whopping 8.5 against a not bad Seattle team. NFC expert here. Does Dallas lay the points here, Holden?
No, I think Seattle covers, but I think the Cowboys will find a way to win this game. I just, I don't want to say they're a great team, but they are a team that's far better than I think I like to say, unfortunately. Yeah, I just think they're a little too tough. I don't know if Kenneth Walker will be back. He
He's
might
not.
be back. He
Doubtful.
won't. The Seattle, I really don't like that then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that either way, I think I'd probably still lean Cowboys, but especially with Kenneth Walker being out, it's going to be tough for them to get a nice ground game going. Give me the Cowboys, unfortunately.
Earn.
Yeah, it's Dallas. Although this is a team that's got a winning record, so they might struggle. They might cover. I don't know, but
Maybe.
it's got to be Dallas, dude.
Oh shoot! I'm gonna make this a trip pick here. Yeah, I'm on Dallas as well. I hate that how good they are. I hate how good they are without even their quote unquote star cornerback Trayvon Diggs. They find a way to get done. The Seattle team just doesn't quite have the fight that they had last year. Dallas is good at home. I know it's a lot of points, but I'm gonna take Dallas. I'm gonna take them to lay 8.5.
Quick
Just because I
question:
like them at home. What's up, dude?
when do we start considering Dak for the MVP conversation?
We don't
Never.
never.
Yeah,
Never.
not happening now.
He's
He
not. He's
sucks.
not doing it for you.
Mm-mm.
Not really. I mean, do you have a case? I don't know.
I mean, no, I'm
he's
just
having a good
asking.
year, but I'll
Because
say
MVP, dude? Nah, dude.
you're pretty efficient. I mean,
He's
259 for 370, 2,935 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He's not turning
There's
the
a low
ball
amount
over.
of turnovers, I will say.
Yeah.
I
I don't know,
who
just
it would
something to
be.
consider. Maybe
Could be
not
Josh
now,
Allen.
but Ugh.
And Sam Howell's still leading the league, dude. And he has no sacks, but whatever, dude. Nobody's talking
Alright.
about it.
It's fine.
I mean,
Wait a second. Passing stats. Here we go. Yep, Sam Howell. I don't know. I think CJ Stroud is a better case.
Yeah,
And I know he's a
if they
rookie,
had a
and that's
couple,
rare.
if they had a couple more wins, like
Mhm.
I think for sure they'd be talking about it more. It's got to be teams that are like super win. So that's why like Lamar's up there, Patrick Mahomes and Jalen are all up there because
I
their
mean,
teams are
Dallas
like
is
at the
eight and
top.
three.
I
Yeah,
mean,
still
Making a
though.
yeah, but
case for
like he has a
Dallas.
good team around him. Like you could say it's the run
Sure.
game, you could say it's the defense, you could say it's their strength of schedule. Like I think you just need some marquee
And I'm
wins.
pretty
Some
sure they
marquee.
Yeah.
haven't. Yeah, they haven't beaten it.
This is their
Every team they've
first
beaten
like over
is a losing
500.
record.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
everything
no,
they've
this isn't
beaten.
the first, but yeah.
And some of the mull on, some of the stew on. I'm going to think about that in the coming weeks. It's Holden's game of the week here.
Oh,
Miami's
dude,
coming to
sick,
Washington.
dude.
South Beach coming to Washington. So Miami favored by a whopping -9. Holden, I'm going to come back to you here just because your game. Miami going to lay this,
Ah,
or what are you hoping to see? Any positives out of this game for Washington?
Yeah, I mean positives. I'm hoping to see Sam Howell continue to develop. Right. I want it. I want it to be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, I'm still rooting for wins. I mean, some fans and some people are just going to say like, "Oh, let's get the highest draft pick." I don't think it matters. I think if you have the right GM in place, who will be gone, Marty Mayhew will be gone at the end of the year. Ron Rivera will be gone at the end of the year. You'll bring in new people to fill those voids. It doesn't matter where you're picking. It matters who you pick and will they hit. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't need the number 4, the number 2 overall. If I'm in the top 10, that'd be sweet. Man, it'd be sweet to see an upset. I just don't see it happening. I want it to be competitive. I want Sam to develop.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you want to take some overs, I mean, this is a prime opportunity against our secondary to take Tyreek Hill, take Jalen Waddle, because we can't cover anything right now. So I think Tyreek's going to like potentially have a career day because
300 yards.
It could be. I mean, like it could be something like that where he's making such a case to get that 2,000-yard season. He's at like 1,300 with 5 or 6 games left to play. He could definitely get a chunk of it against our secondary.
yeah, but need him to not do that this week for fantasy. That'd be great.
Oh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I'll pick the Dolphins, but I hope it's close.
Oh, Grody, I hate that. I'm sorry. Do you think Ron makes it the year?
He is, yeah. I
Yeah.
think he's going to make it the year just because I think it's too tough for Josh to do anything with it. That's why they like fired Del Rio
Yeah.
and a couple other assistant coaches is just to kind of say, hey, there is going to be a change made, but they're going to let Ron just ride it out. But I think everybody's gone. I think they're wiping house. I think this
Even
you will
Eric
see
Bieniemy?
Josh. Yep. I think you will see full, unless Eric Bieniemy can make a legitimate case offensively with these next 5 games that he's worth a damn.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think he only signed a 2-year contract, and that so even as the assistant head coach, we're not getting it done. We're not winning, and offensively, I think we're just a little small margin more than what we were in last year. So it's we've had a couple of decent games where we put up 30 points and whatever, but they're not wins. So it's like at the end of the day, you're judged by your wins and losses. So
Sure.
Josh Harris he's gonna do a complete revamp with his first official season. Off season as an owner, and that is something that I am looking forward to. It's like I think when you get a new owner, you want it to just magically disappear, but I think we still have a hangover from the previous owner, and
Who shall not be named.
Who shall not be named. But there's still a hangover, and you kind of have to get through that, even though you want it to be a quick fix. It's not. He bought a last place product, and that's what this team is. So. It blows.
Yeah.
That does blow. That does blow.
Better days ahead. Better days ahead.
Better days ahead, dude. Got a lot to look forward to. A lot of potential.
I will say I've heard lots of reports. Sorry, side note that like when those job openings hit, head coach, GM, defensive, offensive coordinator, like a lot of people have said Washington is just one of the prime spots to go because there's really no aside from being in a tough division,
no expectation.
Well, it's not only that. It's just you have such a new revamped feel of like, hey, this guy runs sports organizations. He knows. I mean, granted, it's football. It's different than basketball or hockey, but he's still in the business. He's still in the market of just building teams.
World.
So you've got a rookie quarterback with a rookie contract and low mileage, and you've got $90 million in cap space. You're going to have 5 picks in the first 100. Like they're going to have a lot to work with, so that's the exciting part. But who knows, man?
Thank you. I didn't know a lot of that.
Oh, it's pretty neat. I mean, the situation that the next GM and coach walk into is a great one to build to start really building your team. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like it has a different feel because it's not the previous owner. That's what's so exciting about it.
Right.
It's like it's still a win at the end of the day.
We hope. I hope. If this, I hope this owner's good, because if not, then we're in big trouble.
I think you guys set the standard for what the worst owner ever.
I think so too. I think that I agree. I don't think anybody
Yeah.
can be worse. So like I mean, we should be a little bit better. You would think.
Like there was I think it was I forget who the fantasy guy is for ESPN, but he was like, we saw Dan Snyder trending on X, and it was like, why? It's because all these Carolina fans were comparing David Tepper to Dan Snyder.
I think I did see that.
And he was like, first off, how dare you? Like, you guys can't one-up us on the worst owners ever. Like, we had that. We suffered through this.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think you guys kind of set the bar there. With that being said, I'm going Miami. It's about to get real hot and muggy in that stadium. So, sorry, Holden.
Dude, heck
no, you don't have to apologize. It's okay.
I will say weather. I think
I want you to be
I think
happy.
it might be a little rainy, but
I am happy, dude.
I don't want to pick the Dolphins. I want to fade them so bad. I need them to lose some games.
Do it. Go Bucs.
No, dude, I can't. It's going to be another trip pick here for me. It's got to be the Dolphins. They somehow.
No, dude.
That game against the Jets,
you have to pick Washington.
You're not.
You have to pick Washington.
I'm not.
Why, dude?
Gary Terry's about to have a record day, dude.
I can't believe you are fighting for your playoff life and you are picking.
Maybe I'm
the
fading.
Miami Dolphins.
Well,
maybe I'm fading.
Maybe in his bets.
Are you reverse
dude? Reverse, dude. Like I want to be so wrong. I want to be so wrong, so bad.
Sick.
Dude, I'm a sick, twisted individual. For getting my team to the playoffs. Yeah, but I'm on the Dolphins, and if I were not partially biased, I would take Miami -9. I know that's a lot of points, but
I'll say I would actually take us to cover. I think we play pretty. I think we're going to play tight. I mean,
don't you do that to me?
You
told me the same thing 2 weeks ago
against the Giants,
and I believed it. I was like, you know what, he's right. This is too big of a number for this Giants team. Washington's at home. Just got rid of defense coordinator or whatever. Like I was like, they're gonna find a way. Like it's too big a number. And then, boy, was I wrong.
They were playing the passing Paisano, dude.
All right, I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. All right, well, whatever. Screw the Dolphins.
Whatever.
Love it. Detroit, New Orleans Saints down the Big Easy. Both coming off some tough L skis right there. Aaron, who you got in this on?
I got Detroit. I think Alvin Kamara said it best in his post-game interview that they are consistently inconsistent, and I'm going to follow that. Yeah, and I mean, you know, as much as I favor the Saints, this Detroit team is hot. Whether or not they give up 30 points to Green Bay on Thanksgiving for some out of this world like reason.
Thought this was the year.
Dude, I don't understand it. Anyways, yeah, it's Detroit. Give me the Motor City.
Yeah, dude, I'm on the Detroit Kitties as well, man. I'm gonna take a -4. They burned me last week, not getting that one at home against Green Bay, but I don't think this Dan Campbell Detroit team loses many games back to back. And this New Orleans team, like Alvin Kamara said, is consistently inconsistent and just too many injuries. Michael Thomas being out, Chris Olave with a concussion.
Shaheed's questionable.
No, my fantasy team is just as it was coming together again, is falling apart right by my eyes, like twofold. We'll see what Holden is on.
Yeah, I'm on the Lions too.
Nice.
Yeah, I think to your point, you know, kind of embarrassing Thanksgiving, Ford Field, all this hype, drop, you know, lay, I won't say lay an egg, but, you know, lose to a division rival and just kind of come out flat. Jared Goff kind of had 2 back-to-back rough games.
Yeah,
I think he bounces back. Yeah, a lot of turnovers, and he was not turning the ball over that much earlier this season. So I think he is going to have a nice bounce back, and maybe they could freaking use Jahmyr Gibbs a little bit more. I mean, that might help too.
No, dude. We need more David Montgomery touches.
Huh? What'd you say?
You talking to me or him?
Yeah, what'd you say?
They're gonna use Jahmyr Gibbs, man.
They better use Jahmyr Gibbs, bruh.
Nah, dude, it's all David Montgomery. You need an experienced back there. The pound the rock.
The heavy hitter, dude. He can run for days.
Heavy hitter.
They had about the
Speaking-
same amount of carries, 15 to 14 carries. I mean, very very equal right there. One of them averaged 5.5 yards a carry, and it wasn't David Montgomery.
One of them probably got more goal line touches though. You know, it wasn't
who
Jahmyr
scored?
Gibbs.
Dude, whatever, dude.
Who fucking cares? Whatever, dude.
Dude,
Whatever,
whatever.
dude. Don't use
Whatever,
facts and
The
logic. Calm bean.
signature.
Yeah, I miss that. Whatever, dude.
Ah. I'll get it
Dude.
later.
I'll get it later. Litterbug Tooch. Speaking of heavy hitters, dude, how about these LA Chargers traveling to New England? This
Oh,
game is going
God.
to be stuck. I hate this game so much. Yeah, I guess the Chargers looking for a new head coach. I don't know. Eventually, could be Big Bill here. I guess I'll
So-
jump in here. What?
Yeah,
so,
go ahead. Go ahead.
all right. I have no choice but to take the Chargers. I love to see the Patriots lose. It's kind of like a Bills win in my book, especially because the Bills are on a bye week. So, A, the Bills can't hurt me this week. B, we need to win the bye week. So, I love watching New England lose. I love New England fans being like, what happened? I think I saw fans in the stand with paper bags over their heads. And like, that's right. Dynasty is over. You now have 100 years of sucking. That's how that works in my mind. I'm going to take this crappy Bolts team. I think they're going to find a way to put 6 up at least on New England here. So, Aaron, I think you had some thoughts in your
Yeah.
cranium. you
Well,
wanted to
I
share.
was gonna say, like, how much of
Cranium.
this is Herbert's fault? Like, do we
All of
really
it.
blame the whole
All of
coach,
it.
like the head
Every little
coaches?
bit of it is Herbert's fault.
Dude, Windsor QB stat.
Damn it! I knew I was
No,
gonna
I'm
walk
messing
into
with
this.
you.
I mean, I think they're gonna win. The Patriots have just been dead, just so dead, and the fact
They're
that they're
so dead.
benching Mac, what, 4 games in a row now?
Yep, 4 games this season. Oh, it's so sweet.
Like, Bill is just like trying to show Robert Kraft, like, hey, this is where the problem is. This is where we suck. But it's
And
also
also,
like,
by the way, I drafted that kid.
exactly. I was about to say, like, wait, I'm the GM.
Yeah.
Ah. So yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers as well. Surprisingly, their defense actually held up kind of decent against the Ravens.
Yeah, it wasn't a terrible game for them. Like,
Yeah.
I know
So-
Andrew expected the Ravens to absolutely roll them, and I kind of followed that. But
Dude,
yeah, no, dude. Like,
Gus not getting the ball screwed me so badly.
I think Hill actually had a decentish game. Like,
He he just got a bunch of receptions. I was confused. I was like, what's going on? He only had like 6 rushes for like 20 yards. It was like, what is going on? What did you do, Harbaugh?
wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it that
I,
day.
I wasn't riding the Gus bus, dude.
So you're riding these Chargers, though.
Oh yeah, bolt up.
Dang, dude, we're being real creative with these picks here. Really got some contention going on. Holden, Chargers. or
Yeah,
Pats?
dude, I hate the Pats for life, bro. Pats suck. They piss me off. I don't want Bill Belichick as a head coach. And give me the Chargers. I think they have the better quarterback
Mhm.
and the better running back
Mhm.
and the better wide receiver. So
True. Dude,
Patriots are
well
not good. Patriots are terrible, dude.
Dude,
They're
they're
garbage.
so bad, and it's even worse that we lost to them. Oh,
Yeah, we barely beat them, dude.
They are who we thought they were.
Dude, I just hope they keep stinking forever. I mean, I'm bitter. I'll admit it. I'm bitter, dude. Like, and that would be at least just for a little bit. Like when we get one, I'm sure everyone in the AFC East would agree with that. Like we're just sick of that. Because it was the easiest division for them to get to the playoffs forever.
Yeah, Alex Smith was highlighting that.
Dude, shout out Alex
Mhm.
Smith, man. Washington
I do
legend.
like-
Washington legend.
Let me smell Smith, dude.
Dude, he's a
Yeah.
he's a great
He's
guy.
good.
Good family man.
Very much, very much.
Keep it rolling. Arizona, traveling to the Bird, the Steel City here. Aaron, game of the week. You're going, bud.
Yes.
Pitt favored by a minuscule 5.5. It should be 14, really. Aaron, tell me what's going to happen in this game, dude.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be an absolute bloodbath. We're gonna take the hammer to the birds. Now that Kenny has found his stride, now that we got his secret weapon Muth back,
Yeah.
and the run game is still productive, I think we have the most yards since week 9. So Yeah, the sample size is everything, dude.
It
Anyways,
is.
anyways, so I mean, it's the worst defense in the league statistically. They're
Mhm,
2-10. I think they're probably gonna cover, so maybe that's why they're 5.5. Because
mhm.
Murray's scrappy and he can run.
It's
And
crappy.
this defense, while only holding teams to below 20 points in the last 5 games, it's been a lot of give and take. Like there's been a lot of holes in the zone that I
Really.
I just hate watching, dude. They
Mm,
watching Jordan Love rip us apart in the zone in the last 2 minutes of the game during that previous game is indicative of how our defensive coordinator might need to change as well. So I'm still thinking big things for Kenny Pickett in this offense, and then moving forward, I think they're probably going to put up some points, maybe
mhm.
not more than 30, but hey, here's to hoping. So more than 400 yards again, please. Let's run it.
If there was a time to do it, and I want to say like build a little bit like momentum, and I want to say
Yes.
hopefully again, like I texted you, I was like, I hope this gives you the offensive spark that it gave the Bills, like getting with your OC. I hope y'all do that again and like
Score
build
more
some momentum.
points.
I need y'all to just somehow win the AFC North,
It's
just for
possible.
just for the Bills, just for my sake. That'd be so sick. That being said, I'm tailing them Steelers, I'm taking the five
Yes.
and a half.
Yes.
I love Tomlin at home. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Love
Holden,
it.
you gonna hurt Aaron's feelings?
No, man, of course not.
You
I'm
never
gonna
do
take
that.
I'm gonna take the Steelers, bro. I mean, Steelers are a team that you make a midseason move like that, which is rare for the Steelers. I think it's gonna spark
Yep.
them a little bit. Still don't like 100% believe in two gloves Kenny, but that's okay. Maybe this could be a game that it changes my mind. But I don't know.
Awesome.
I find it very bizarre that you have a quarterback that like can't throw touchdowns. Like it's just weird when you have a quarterback that just doesn't know how to throw a touchdown pass. Like typically like quarterbacks like throw touchdowns. That's what they do, but this guy just doesn't seem to do that, which is just weird. I mean, they're winning,
I
but
mean, have you
I
seen his
credit that to
handoffs
Tom.
though? Dude, he can hand the ball off.
Gnarly
I
handoff.
I
It's
I
crisp.
get, but that's probably why he wears gloves is because he hands the ball off so much. He wants to keep them hands nice and you know
All
secure,
right,
safe.
moving on. Anyways,
I
But
love
yeah,
that. I love that so
give me the
much.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah,
Pittsburgh
Dallas.
I don't.
Steelers.
I do not think they cover that. I think Cardinals cover for sure.
Dude, come on. The Cardinals
Dude,
get
I'm
blown out by the
serious.
Rams, dude.
Dude, that's not gonna happen every day, dude.
All right. I'm just saying there's a lot of birds on the injury report. That's all I'm saying. Steelers might be the healthier team here. All
Acting
right.
like our run game isn't better than Kyron Williams by himself. Come on.
James Conner, revenge game?
Oh fuck,
Ooh!
dude.
I didn't even see that angle. What's the
Are you
angle?
you switching to Arizona? Yeah.
No, I'm not. I want all
Uh
NFC teams to lose.
okay.
Still,
Yeah, this
Facts. I'm
two
with
and
you.
2-10, aren't they? Yeah, 2-10 NFC team gonna pose a big
yeah,
threat.
good. You never know.
Yeah, I'm not
The
gonna
I
lie.
the Carolina Panthers still mathematically can host a playoff game right
I
now.
saw
So
that, dude. That's because
I'm
their
like,
division sucks.
it doesn't matter. I'm not taking anything. I'm just like, just keep losing. All of them
Keep
lose.
Jeez
losing.
Louise.
Yeah. Dude, next game. Denver at
It's actually a
Houston.
good game.
Dude, I hate the Broncos. I'm gonna just say it. I hate Russell Wilson. They're so cringe. I hate how they're winning games. I don't think they're good. I'm probably wrong, but I just don't think they're good. Houston's favored by -3.5. Lost a heartbreaker at home. Arguably, should have at least gotten the overtime in that game. Holden, who you taking here?
I'm gonna take the Texans. I think
Yeah.
CJ Stroud continues his campaign.
So
Um, I don't know. I think all of us were like totally shocked by this Texans team, but
Oh
good.
yeah.
could have easily sent that game to overtime and been sitting pretty in the AFC South. But I think this is a good bounce back spot for them. This
Mhm.
Bronco team cannot deny that this Broncos team has found a way to
They're
revive
scrappy.
their season. They've revived their season. Like they are in the freaking mix, and it's
Mhm.
crazy. After what they start off 0-3, 0-4, whatever it
Something like
was,
that.
It got
Yep.
we were like,
whopped 70
yeah,
points.
yeah, we were like, no way. And here we are at 6-5, a game above 500.
Yeah.
So you got to give them credit. I don't know. It's a really tough one. It's kind of a coin flip for me. So
Yeah,
I don't
same.
know. Maybe I will actually flip a coin.
Do it or don't.
All right. Yeah, I'll do it.
You won't fucking
Which one
Yeah,
are
I
you
do.
doing? How does he have a coin this readily available?
No,
Who
I
just-
don't. I was
Who just
looking.
has-
I was looking for one. I can't find one.
Who
Oh,
just
here
has
we go.
like
Here
a?
we go.
Here we go.
Here we
Oh,
go. All right, ready. So we're gonna
Okay.
go. Heads will be C.J. Stroud, and tails will be Russell Wilson. So
I
These
so hope you
cheeks.
get tails.
it's heads. I'm going Texans.
He didn't even flip it.
I did. I swear to God.
He was like, "Oh, heads."
He's like, drama. Aaron, who are you with?
You know what?
Don't you do it?
You flip a coin too?
I mean, no, I'm conflicted too because Houston's 4-2 at home, but Houston's defense is letting up points, dude. And Denver really isn't. I'm gonna go Denver. I said it. Mr. Unlimited. We're riding.
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Look, I do think CJ Stroud's gonna, throw a lot, but this defense has clamped down just a bit. And PS2, Pat Surtain, still one of the best defenders in the game. He still shows it. I think the run game is really what it's gonna come down to. And Singletary has been playing well. I do admit that.
He's been
but
productive.
I think just it's going to be another close game, another nail biter for the Broncos, and it's going to fall their way some way, somehow. Denver's going to roll.
I guess realistically, in terms of like playoff like positions, I think I need both these teams to tie, pretty much. Or I guess maybe just because Denver has a tiebreaker on us, I guess I need them to lose because that's a factor as well. Either way, I like Houston better. I like them at home. I like them to bounce back. I'm going to take -3.5. This Denver team has been on a roll. But I also think Houston is a good team, and they're going to find a way. You find a way to beat teams that you should beat, or teams on streaks. You find a way to end them. Keeping it moving here, ATL Hotlanta going up to New Jersey to play those stinky Jets. Atlanta favored -2.5. Came off a nice win against the New Orleans Saints last week. Jets lost a tough one at home. Did y'all see that like pick that got ran back for like 98 yards off the Hail Mary before half?
Of course we were. We were watching Black Friday football.
I'm just making sure. That was a
first time
test. That was a test.
That was freaking awesome, dude.
Dude, that was so dumb. I was like, why did the Jets do that? I was like, this is, and it was like the most Jets thing.
Because it's the Jets, dude. It's the Jets, bro.
Dude, the only thing that would have made it better if that was Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my God.
Aaron
Saleh
Rodgers
on the
would
hot
never,
seat?
dude. He's the Hail Mary king. You know that.
Nah, dude, he'd probably like, I'm not doing this.
Or he would have, and he would have completed the Hail Mary because
Nah, there's no way. Well,
he's known for doing that.
yeah, it happened like one time at Ford Field, like 20
It's
years
happened
ago
like
now.
3 times. He's done it
There's
against the
no
Cardinals in the
reason-
playoffs.
There's no reason why he should come back this season. None.
No, there is.
He's
Pride.
trying to prove
He's
a point.
gotta
He's trying
win
to
the
prove
locker room
trying
back.
to prove that he's competitive because he likes to actually win. He likes the thrill of competing in football. He enjoys
yes.
competition.
No, he
So
Bro,
doesn't.
that's why he's coming back.
If
That's
he
plays
why.
blows
Madden
out
on
his, if
easy
he blows
mode,
out his
bro.
Achilles as soon as he gets back,
Don't wish that on him.
I didn't
Don't
say
you put that on me. Don't you put that on
Put
Holden
that evil on me.
or Wilby or Jack, all the Jets fans.
So
unfortunately.
sorry, Jets fans. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Let me tell you something.
Tell us.
No, I'm with Holden. I am with Holden. I think it would kind of change the narrative for me, at least, if he did come back and play. It would show some grit, show he is a team guy, that he's willing to put all out there and he believes in what's going on. Because I think that locker room is lost. It just is. It has been for a while, and you could win them back. Guys who are on the fence of like, should I stay here? Should I try to seek a trade? Like, and then Aaron Rodgers comes back. It's like, okay, it was just a fluke. Let's run it back. Like, we can still do this.
Yep, I agree. And even in the spot of being 4-8, there's really no. I mean, yes, technically there's, or what are they, 4-7, 4-8? There is like that slim
Pretty
chance, but if he still comes back, to your point, with the record like this, if they were 8-4 or 7-3, you'd be like, okay, he's coming back. But he still comes back when they're losing. It again, in my opinion, it just shows, man, this guy's serious about football. I mean, not that he wasn't, but it's to your point, he just wants to play football, and he really is so upset that unfortunate injury happened so early on. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
I hope he does. I think it also shows, just from an athletic standpoint, this is a 40-year-old dude who's coming back from this. What does this mean for somebody who ruptures their Achilles at 22? Can we rehab hard enough to where we can get back from ruptures and tears that fast in the game now. I don't know. Do we have like the medicine to do that?
That's what I was going to say.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's the medical like advancements in the last 10 years. I mean, this is the same doctor that did Kobe Bryant's RIP's Achilles surgery. So I don't know. But it also could be a situation. I'm trying to think of athletes who tore their ACL or whatever and still somehow played on it. I think
AP.
Donovan McNabb did it.
AP came back and set the rushing record.
No, but like I'm saying, same season, like
Oh,
same
Same
year, like,
same season. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, like oh, that's torn. I think Oklahoma had a quarterback who did that. Yeah, like Mark White or whatever. And yeah, he just did not move in the pocket. He was like, I'm going to get hit. Like they just had him out of the shotgun the whole time. Like,
oh my god.
So it can happen, but and like Thurman Thomas just doesn't have one. It's really weird. But anyway, yeah, we gotta do a pick here. I really don't want to pick Atlanta. I think this is a battle of two bad teams, but the Jets are worse. So I'm gonna take Atlanta. They're fighting for the division, so I'm staying away from the bets though.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
I take the Jets, my man. Think they find a way to sneak one. I don't like this Atlanta. I don't like this Atlanta team.
Yeah.
I need the Saints to win the division. Yeah, let's give Boyle another shot.
This Atlanta team might be better if they started a real quarterback like Taylor Heineke.
I agree with you. I 100% would be picking Atlanta if they were starting Taylor Heineke. I think Taylor Heineke gives you a chance. I don't think Desmond Ritter. I mean, granted, they are using Bijan Robinson a little bit more, which is nice.
It was nice to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they had a tight end too. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. I think the Jets are going to try and fight to keep Aaron their playoff hopes alive. So he does have that little word on the street is he might come back. It could be a game earlier, but he was set to come back for Christmas Eve game against us, which again that would blow because our secondary is garbage.
Would kill him.
I don't know, dude. Their offensive line's actually not terrible. And Deron Payne has not had a good year this year. And I think that's a lot due to the fact that Del Rio, they have not been you haven't heard their name much. Really haven't. I think a lot of how Del Rio was using them. Seriously, man. I think the gaps, they show it on film. I'm no expert, but I can watch what guys are breaking down. And they really are using them the wrong way, I think. And then you trade away your pass rushers, obviously.
Dude, I think they need to hire you. I think that's what it really sounds like. We need a guy who really knows ball in there.
The defensive coordinator, too.
The guy who's put in so many hours on Madden. So you know the playbook. You know what plays work. You're like
engage 8. Engage 8. Every play.
Soft cover 2.
No.
PA scissors every play. It works every time.
Mesh, do it.
Mesh.
Del Rio plays prevent every single play. He plays prevent pretty much every play. Literally.
Hey, just try to not let them score. How about that?
Yeah,
dude, that's a good idea.
I think you get the boys riled up. That's all I'm saying. Aaron, who are you picking?
Do it.
I'm going Atlanta. I don't like Boyle. I think the Jets team probably has the ability to score points on the ground, but I just don't trust it. And, it was good to see Bijan Robinson get in the end zone, so I'm going to hope that Arthur Smith wants to, fail just enough to keep his job, or be, just successful enough to keep his job, so he was, quiet quitting almost, and now he's going to start using his star players.
Yeah. It's possible. Hey, if he makes the playoffs, I think they'll keep his job for 2-3 years.
Dude.
I know. Horrible.
7-10 and make the playoffs.
Yeah, very possible. Very possible. Keep it rolling with a more competitive game here, division game. Also another potential playoff team on the line. Indianapolis came with a big dub. Playing the Tennessee Titans, who also got a nice little dub, I imagine. Because then they play the
Carolina
Panthers. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
League worst Panthers. She saw that coming. I'm gonna go ahead. I like this Indy team. I like Gardner Minshew. Actually, a take that I
you can't be picking these. You can't be picking these teams.
I know I can't. I got to be wrong.
He wants 2 ties during this week.
I'm fading. No. I need Tennessee to win for the Bills. But that being said, it's just I also have too much pride in my record, and I need to reclaim some space. Even though Holden's not going to do anything silly to give me a chance to get back there. I'm going to take Indianapolis. I think I'm going to take -1 as well. Yeah, I just think they're the better team. Aaron?
I'm taking Indy too. I think the only viable option in Tennessee right now is King Henry. and that's
Mhm.
the only reason they got any points last game. So,
You throw the ball to D Hop, dude. Just chuck it his way 10 times, even.
I mean, all they have to do is double cover him. There's no other wide receiver on the field that's worth their salt at
Mm-mm.
all. And I mean, they only beat the Panthers by 7 points.
This is true.
Yeah. So, anyways, Indianapolis. Give me the Minshew
Indianapolis.
led.
Choo. Holden.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, nice. Wait, I'm trying to
Indy.
see here. Dang, especially because Indianapolis did beat them earlier in the year. So, yeah,
Yep.
no, it's definitely that. Keeping it rolling. Speaking of bad teams, Carolina Panthers going to go to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay favored -5.5. This Tampa team's, they're tough. They played San Fran close-ish. Lost a tough one on the road to a well-rested Indianapolis team. I'm gonna ride Tampa Bay. I love Mike Evans. Dude, kind of an ageless wonder right now. Baker just needs to have to turn the ball over. I almost think they're kind of a running back away from being a solid team. Like that sounds weird. It's not a horrible run game, but it just could be better. So I'm gonna go on Tampa. I'm a little worried that Carolina gets a little post coach firing boost here somehow. Like all just kind of clicks magically. But I am foolishly going to take Tampa at -5.5 as well. NFC game. So Holden, what do you think?
Yeah, parts of me really would like to take this Carolina team just because it's a
Yeah.
division game. I feel like it's just going to be tight. To your point, you
Mhm.
bring up a great point actually with the coach firing. I just feel like this team they struggle with scoring. Like obviously they can't
Yeah.
score a lot of points, and they
Uh-uh.
really only have Adam Thielen, and he was kind of shut down last week. So I find it tough that Tampa Bay still has enough weapons to just you know Tampa Bay just got just a few extra. Dude, I can't get my words out. Give me
Dude,
Tampa
get him
Bay,
out.
dude. Give me Tampa Bay.
Aaron, you making a trip pick?
Yeah, I mean, I started off this season saying Carolina was gonna stink, and I don't see that changing here. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, like, is there a record for like wins for teams that just fired their head coach? Like,
Probably somewhere.
There used to be
is
a
that a
stat on it.
positive record? Because like that could sway me.
Probably.
I don't know. Because again, it's a division matchup, and
Mm-hmm.
this division stinks. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I actually no, I'm not
Or
even
it's
gonna
just so
overthink this.
good, and then you suck at playing other teams.
Dude, you're so right.
Spin zone. Spin zone.
I'll take Tampa. We'll make it a trips.
Gross. Hate it. This has got to be the game of the week. Must watch football. I mean, obviously, NFC Finals rematch. San Fran traveling to the city of brotherly love. Philly and both these tough games at home. Huh? That's so weird how that worked out. NFL schedule makers, huh? Like that's so weird how they don't have to travel to the Bay to do that. So weird. Yeah, San Fran's favored -2.5. I'm gonna take San Fran. I'm bitter. I think Brock Purdy's playing fire football right here. Hopefully, if Lane Johnson is out, that's a huge one. There was a big stat I heard during the broadcast. When he is out, the Birds, I think, are like 13 and 23. So
Damn.
if that happens, I'm really liking that. And I'm definitely going to take 2.5. I think that's a good line here for this. Hold on.
I'll tell you what. If Lane Johnson's playing, give me the Eagles. If he's not playing, give me the 49ers.
Okay.
I think they said he was
Because
doubtful.
if he's doubtful, then I'll take the 49ers. I think San Fran's coming off a bye, correct?
Yeah.
No.
Are they?
No, they played Seattle on Thanksgiving. I mean,
Yeah,
so
no.
a longer week of
Still
of
long
rest.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, little long
Mini
week.
bye,
Yeah,
mini bye, if you would.
mini bye.
Mini
Yeah.
bye.
Chase Young is pretty used to sacking Jalen Hurts, dude. He
Yeah,
knows
he
this
is,
dude, man. He
dude.
knows this
He
dude.
knows.
Yeah, but I think 49ers are going to win.
I hope so. Shout out Burke. Aaron?
Yeah, I'm going 49ers here. I think they have a reason to want revenge. I think with Brock Purdy, as long as he stays healthy, they probably run all over. The biggest thing for me is like last week against the Seattle Seahawks, he didn't have to throw for anything. They just ran all over him with Debo and McCaffrey. So all Purdy has to do is not turn the ball over. And this Philadelphia team, or this Philadelphia defense specifically, while good, is not as good as they were last season.
Mhm.
So I think San Francisco is going to take advantage of that, and I think we make it a trips pick here.
For sure.
They're
I
all
mean,
trips picks, dude.
no,
No,
they're
I picked
not.
Denver
Whatever,
because I
No,
dude.
have
they're
COVID
Denver.
brain.
Also, Holden, didn't you pick the Jets?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. But I'm saying pretty
Yeah.
much all our picks are trips picks, dude.
I know.
Can't
I
have
don't
this.
like it. We need to be contentious. Yeah, San Fran also just needs this win because they need Philly to lose some games if they have any chance of getting the 1 seed. So, yeah,
True.
to keep it rolling to a terrible game. Cleveland is going to Los Angeles to visit the Rams.
I'll go
Rams are
Philly.
famous.
I'll go Philly.
Gross, dude.
Do you mean
Absolutely
I'll
it?
do it.
disgusting.
I'll do it. I'll
You
do it.
mean it?
I'll switch it up.
Fine,
I'm
dude.
gonna lock it in right
It's
now.
only your record on the line.
Speaker forever, hold your peace.
Well, forever hold your
I'm
peas.
typing it in. P
Typing it in.
H
Type it in. Type it in.
I. All right, you're
This
locked
one's
in.
this one's for Joel.
All right, it
Yeah. Shout out Joel. We should have beat y'all. I was thinking about him during that game too.
was a close game.
Yeah, it was. But I don't know. Missed calls in that game. Some missed calls, crucial missed calls in that game.
So you do think that was a horse collar?
I think it was a horse call. I also think Darius Slay got away with 2 pretty blatant pass interference. One on Stephon Diggs, one on Hartman, who's like our 4th string wide receiver. But yeah, on kind of, you could say, critical downs. So, and then also that call of that ball not being a fumble that Devontae Smith caught. And then in the late night game, there was a similar call with the Ravens Chargers, and they ruled that a fumble. And I'm like, can we just get
that
this
was
right?
that was AJ. They called it a incomplete pass,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like I thought AJ's was an incomplete pass because he had 2 steps and then he lost the ball. It's supposed to be 3 or 2 steps in a football move.
Yeah.
He already let go of the ball. I don't know. But
I thought it was really close, and like I
Yeah.
think it's one of those things. Like if it was ruled a fumble initially, they wouldn't have enough evidence to really overturn it. So we kind of lost that one. But at the end of the day, penalties just kind of beat ourselves. So I mean, Philly's a good team. They're a good team, but
Yes.
whatever. Their fans are still kind of scumbags in some ways. Keeping it moving. Cleveland, Los Angeles Raiders. Cleveland maybe doesn't have a quarterback. Maybe it's Joe Flacco. That's
PJ
kinda huge.
Walker or Joe Flacco.
I hate both of those. The Rams somehow kind of blew out Arizona. Who saw that coming? Not me. Rams are favored -3.5. I'm gonna take the home team here. I'm gonna think the Rams roll. Cleveland really did not look like themselves after they lost their 2nd string quarterback. Keep it simple that way. Aaron.
Yeah, fade Cleveland. Give me the Rams. Kyron Williams is running like a bat out of hell. And I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Honestly, like if Kyron Williams was healthy during that Pittsburgh game, I think the Rams would have won that too. So, because they had to pick up Darrell Henderson off the street for that game. So, yeah,
Right off
I
the
think
couch.
yeah, exactly, dude. And he ran really well for coming off the couch. Anyways, yeah. So I'm taking the Rams here. Give me the home team.
Holden, what do you think?
Yeah. Same.
You could take Cleveland if you want. You want Joe Flacco? You can have Joe Flacco.
No, I don't want Joe Flacco. I think Matt Stafford's better. Hopefully Cooper Kupp has himself a freaking day.
Is he
Yeah.
healthy?
Yeah, he's healthy. He just doesn't get freaking used anymore. What the hell?
Well, Puka Nakua is the best wide receiver on the team.
His
I
name's
don't
just
know
more
about
fun to
that.
say.
Puka Nakua.
It is fun to say.
Say that 5 times fast. A good
Puka
game
Nakua.
here. Puka Nakua. Kansas City traveling to the Great White Tundra. Green Bay. Green Bay had a nice little game. I think they won their last home game too against the Rams. That sucked. KC favored -6. Am I crazy to pick KC and the spread here, Aaron?
No, I mean this is all going to come down to whether or not Green Bay's win over Detroit was a fluke or not. You know, if their defense is actually going to show up against an offense that hasn't been as good as it previously was in the past. I mean, they still have Travis Kelce. They still use Rashee
Watson.
Rice and Watson. Yeah, Watson. Yeah, the second string tight end. But yeah, Jordan Love's gonna have to show something here. This is where he has to show up on a big stage, prime time against the the QB1 and duel it out. So I'm gonna pick Kansas City.
Okay. Hold. What do you think? Do you think it's KC as well, or is Green Bay are they back to being a tough team to play at home?
I don't think so. No, I think if it wasn't the Chiefs, maybe, but I mean, this is a Chiefs team that was down 14. Just it doesn't matter, man.
To the Raiders.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter. It's just like I think KC's just gonna rout them. I really do.
All right, cool. Well, that being said, thanks for helping me make up my mind. I'm taking KC. I'm taking the spread. I've given up on that division. It's just going to be them. I need every other team to lose
Yep.
so we can get wild cards. Moving up to our last game, Monday Night Football. Cincinnati Bengals are traveling to Duval County to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags are favored a whopping -9. Since he played the Steelers kind of close with a backup here, a lot of injuries, and the Jags are a little hot. Aaron, AFC North Insider, what do you think?
Jags are gonna run rampant all over this team, dude. The thing is like they played the Steelers close, but I would argue that Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than Kenny Pickett. So I think maybe they're gonna
Kenny
score
Pickett's
more
the
than
best
16
quarterback in the AFC
points.
North.
Oh, well, I mean,
I'm quoting
there
you.
is that guy named Lamar Jackson, but
He fumbles too much.
he does, he does. You know who hasn't turned the ball over in like over 160 passes?
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shoots are all about Duval here.
Yes. Duval.
Holden, trip pick.
Trip pick, my guy.
No,
Think
pick Cincinnati again. Do it.
Do
Do
it.
it.
no,
Do it.
Pick Jake Browning again. I dare you. I
No.
double dog dare you.
no.
Say Jake Browning again.
Oh, he said no.
I was
No.
scorned, all right. You
Underneath the
thought Jake
mistletoe,
Browning
everyone's
was
got to
going to
kiss
beat Kenny
Holden.
Pickett.
Chicken.
Yeah, no. Just give me the Jags. Give me the Jags.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Okay.
here. I'm here with that. Need Cincy to drop some games too. Yeah, and I'm gonna take Jags -9 at home. I know it's a big spread, but they looked good last week. Keep using Calvin Ridley. Just give him 10 targets at least, minimum. Be so nice, so nice.
Throw to Christian Kirk. Oh, throw to ETN.
No, no.
Good. I don't need
Also,
him for fantasy or anything.
also, Josh Allen has to channel his inner Josh Allen and just go off.
I mean, if he does what he did, well, I mean, I guess he's on
He had a
the
good
bye
game.
week. But yeah, dude, I mean, for what it's
Josh
worth.
Allen on the Jags.
Oh, yeah.
There's 2 Josh Allens.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Isn't that Josh Allen pretty high up in?
Sorry?
Pretty high up in what? He's super high up.
He
I think
muted.
in
Oh, dude.
sacks or whatever. Yeah, he's
He's
a pretty good player.
pretty
But
decent.
with that being said, being done with picks, let's get the best bets. Aaron, you got anything dialed up here?
No, move on.
Okay. All right. Let me give you. Oh shoot, I didn't even pick a best bet. So we're gonna go ahead and do the money line parlay first. Little 3-teamers for quick plus money. I wanted to add a little more to it, but I think 3 teams was good and good value. Jacksonville money line, Pittsburgh money line, Miami money line. Get you plus 120. Like I think that's pretty good. I don't want to say the most questionable one is probably Pittsburgh, but again, at home, playing a not very good Cardinals team who just came off a tough loss. Pittsburgh on a little bit of a high note with their offense, so I'll trust that. And then for my pick of the week, you know what? Screw it. Give me Indianapolis -1. I think it should be a little more than that. I know it's a division game, but this Indy team just controls the clock really well.
Okay.
Aaron, you got anything?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do my pick of the week first, which I'm going Cowboys -9. At least that's what I have on here on ESPN. I think that's just the easiest game you could probably pick. It's probably I could check it on FanDuel real quick.
I mean, it's probably gonna be -110, I would imagine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's later in the week now. I mean,
What for the
Wednesday,
spread?
albeit. Yeah.
I
Could
mean,
have changed.
-110 is I'd say it's typically, wouldn't you say, Holden, like the line for spreads?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like every once in a while, maybe you'll get like a -15 or a -120, like, but it's almost, I don't want to say always. Yeah, I'll give it to you here on DraftKings here. Yeah, it's -110.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, -110. Get you some easy money, and then the money line parlays. I am going to take Detroit money line, Miami money line along with you, Sean, and then I'm gonna take the Chiefs money line, and that will get you. Let me dial that up.
He said Detroit, Miami Chiefs.
Yep.
Detroit, Miami Chiefs. Yeah, Miami's gonna spoil that for you, bud. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I hope so. I really do. On FanDuel, it's gonna get you plus 160, Aaron.
All right.
Yeah. Holden, you got any bets you like this week, or are you keeping it cool?
Yeah.
What's that?
You got any picks for this week, or are you laying off?
What's that, my guy?
Any picks? Best bets?
Yeah. Give me a Tyreek Hill over whatever the number is. Probably gonna be set at 90.5 or something like that. But go ahead and take the over. Go ahead and take the over on his receptions. Sure, that'll be at like 7.5 or something like that. You might be able to ladder that actually. Might actually
really?
do. I'm not even joking. Might actually ladder that. I may do something where I take the over and then I do like half a unit on 100 yards, 0.5 on 125 yards or something like that. Just really stack it.
So we're
Might do
gonna
the same
take
thing with
Tyreek Hill
receptions.
over 97.5.
Dude,
Is that what
I'm
it's-
seeing
is that what you see?
104.5 on
That's DraftKings.
Yeah.
DraftKings.
Go
yeah.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead and take that over.
Or
Go ahead and
FanDuel.
take it.
Yeah, FanDuel is 104.5 over.
Yeah,
And
go ahead and take it.
Oh my god.
And then
dude,
for
that's-
receptions, over 6.5.
I would take over 6.5. Yep.
Parlaying those
Yeah.
together, plus 14, plus 114. You'd love to see it.
FanDuel is
not at all.
7.5.
Great value.
Love it.
Great value. Well, fellas, I think that does it for another great episode of Partially Biased. Thanks for everyone tuning in and tuning out. Make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast, the Instagram, the Twitter, whatever else there is. Tell your friends. Subscribe on Spotify. I know a ton of people with Spotify Wrapped. We were in the number one for
Oh yeah.
podcasts.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
I get
Yep.
it. Make sure give the gift this holiday season of great quality football entertainment and knowledge. Partially biased.
Yes.
So, without a doubt, I hope you win all your bets. Love you guys.
Love you too. Go Steelers.
Go Dolphins.
Ew.
No Bills.
Ew.
Ew.